Oh shit. Hello everyone, welcome to my first vlog. Ako si Matt Hoxon, and here I am today to deliver this. This is. So, 2020 hasn't been really a good time for us, and we've had a lot of issues and trials, I guess. And so since we were sticking at home, we mostly found ways to spend our time. Since we can't go outside, we spent our time just doing what we can inside. There's also some people that tried picking up a hobby, or tried doing something with their free time. For me, this might be a bit embarrassing, but I ended up doing the same thing with my free time, which is I usually just either play video games or I watch videos. Normally I watched anime during the first half, but during the second half I watched something else. So with that being said, what I've been playing during the pandemic is a bit different every time. Sometimes I've been playing, I still play games like Grand Blue Fantasy, which is what the oldest game that I've been playing. I picked up a few games, other games like what do you call it? I tried Genshin Impact, but I dropped it. I gave what do you call this? I gave Arc Knights a chance, which I still play it right now, but not really, consistently. And aside from that, I also still play Azure Lane and Girls Frontline. But like Arc Knights, they're a bit quiet right now. Not really much play that I'm doing. Here I am to show you two games that I've been playing in 2020, and I'm still playing right now. These games are a bit of not really popular with the crowd, with the normal crowds here, but they are pretty popular games in their own community, and have a big fan base as well. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. So the first game that I would like to share with you is something that I've really liked, not just within 2020, but also been playing it for a couple of years now. So if you don't know yet, I do actually like card games a lot. Like ever since grade 3, primary school basically, I've been playing stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! I've also, from the stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! To basic stuff like solitaire, poker, whatever, I've been playing that. And in college, I got addicted to a game called Card Fight Vanguard. I have a few decks here at home, like here. I just realized this is just a bunch of scraps. But anyway, because of college duties and being busy and all, I stopped really playing card games, and this 2020 was supposed to be the year where I spend more time with my card game friends. Unfortunately, you know what happened, and we can't really go outside anymore to play and meet our friends. So, what can we do to solve this problem, I guess? not really solve it, but an alternative would be to play it digitally, right? So I have a few games that I'd recommend, but let's focus on one. So in this game I would like to call, or rather, this game, which is something I've been playing for a while now, is titled Shadowverse. Been choking it in. So what is Shadowverse? Well, Shadowverse is a free-to-play card game that's developed by Cygames, and the game's rules are pretty simple. You as the leader, you have 20 defense and a deck of 40 cards, and you must defeat the other opponent using these cards. Win. Sounds easy enough? Well, each card in your deck consists of 3 types of cards. You got your followers, which has an attack and defense value you can use to attack your opponent. You have your spells, which you can fling around and gain advantages or do something used up instantly. And you have what we call amulets, which are left on the field, and they have certain effects when they are destroyed or when they are activated through certain means. So the cards in this game are separated into what we call classes, or I guess in English it's called crafts. So there are currently 8 crafts in the game. You can base your deck around each one, and each one has a certain playstyle that they need to follow. We first have Forest Craft, which is more of like an elven or woodland themed deck. They usually rely on what combos or playing cards in a certain order to get the maximum advantage on your deck. Next is Swordcraft, which is more of knights, commanders, officers, soldiers. They involve throwing out a lot of strong followers or rushing the opponents down with multiple followers until they can't recover or, they get overwhelmed. Now, Runecraft is magic based, and supposedly this is like the mage kind of deck. They throw around spells, they draw a lot, and they try to defeat the opponent before they're able to recover with spells, and more spells. Dragoncraft is a class that involves creating play points so that they can make stronger followers and basically one-up over the opponent. Battlecraft is a class that uses necromancy to summon the undead back to the field or destroy their followers to unleash devastating effects. Havencraft is a holy class that uses amulets to activate effects that either summon followers or create effects that will help their game plans. And Portalcraft is a bit of a mixed bag class here, wherein they can use artifacts to overwhelm the opponent. They can use puppets to gain an early advantage, or they use giant trains to smash their opponent's boards. That's a thing. So this game is updated in like around 3 months or so. Each set getting a new set being provided every 3 months, and balance changes to keep everything in check. Like if there's a card that's problematic, Cygames will just bonk it out of it and provide it with a nerf or buff a few cards. That's how it goes. And there are 2 formats to this game. We have a rotation format, which provides you with 5 of the recent sets. You can use the 5 recent sets to make a deck, and unlimited, which is an all-you-can-fight kind of mode, wherein you can use all the cards, make some degenerate combinations for that. I don't know. I don't really play unlimited. It's bad. Tell him I said that. We also have a story mode. I actually like the story mode. It's something that I like reading. It's like kind of like a visual novel style, wherein you have these characters, and they're pretty alright. Personally like them myself. We also have a event well, actually we have events that happen like every month or so. We'll have like a Grand Prix, which is a tournament style where you fight other players for prizes. We have events that involve other media. We have recently had Grand Blue Fantasy have a set, and they also gave us the leaders from that set to purchase. And we also have anime collabs like ReZero, Fate. We have game collabs like Street Fighter, and yeah, there's a lot of things going on in this game. I really like this game a lot, not just because of the stuff that it has, but it's kind of because so far from all the card games that I played, this one, at least in my opinion, has the most things going on. And with the way Cygames has been doing it, they've been giving out a lot of free stuff, pretty noob friendly as well. You're playing the same deck every single time, unlike some other games wherein, oh, this deck, you could just build it, it's gonna be there for a long time. Because there's a rotation format, you're not gonna be seeing the same deck for like until, you know, it's the same deck being played over and over again isn't really common. I can think of like 1 or 2 seasons where there's a problematic deck that needs that Cygames eventually nerfed. But yeah, the balance of this game is better than some other games, and also the fact that there's a lot going on makes this game a bit good in my book, at least. And so I'm hoping for the best for the future of this game. Still a lot of things going on, and yeah, I suggest you try picking it out if you're interested in playing card games, or if you've played a card game before and thinking, hey, I kind of want to play an anime card game that involves using a lot of cool mechanics. So yeah, go check it out, and maybe I'll see you next time in that game, rather. This video's not over yet. So another game that I would like to talk about is something that's fairly recent in English, because this game was already out in Japan for like 2018. So this game is what I would like to call, or rather is entitled Princess Connect Redive. So what is this game? Well, first of all, I don't know what to say about this game actually. This game is a RPG, or a Japanese role-playing game, that puts you in the shoes of our protagonist, who fell down from the sky. I'm not joking about this. Fell down from the sky, got amnesia. He's basically a baby right now, but that's okay because he has 3 companions that he's joined with. We have Kokoro, the small elf that is like a motherly figure in the game. We have Pecorine, a girl with a voracious appetite and a penchant for adventure and food. And Carol, which is a cat girl who has a sharp tongue and has this attitude that makes you want to either slap her or protect her, because she's like tough on the outside, sweet on the inside. Basically, it's tsundere, but not a lot of people know what that means. So, what this game is a kind of, it's an RPG, but here's the catch. You're not really controlling much of the characters here. The characters are, you set them up around 5 characters, and what happens here is they're the ones who are going to be attacking and using their skills. But what you do have control with is when they activate what they call the Union Burst. Union Burst is their ultimate skills. That is indicated by the bottom bar. That is their technical gauge, I guess. Technical points. Right. They have their bar at the bottom, which once filled up, they can unleash their union bursts, and they can either provide support or deal damage. You know, ultimate abilities. So what makes this game interesting for a lot of people, I guess, is the fact that it has a lot of cute waifus. What makes this game interesting is because it has a lot of cute characters. That's mostly the thing that catches a lot of people here, including me. And a lot of these characters are at least fleshed out. So I've seen a lot of people say that they like the story of the game, they like the interactions, they like the challenge of developing your characters. And right now, the game, like I said earlier, the game was developed by Cygames in 2018, but through the efforts of Crunchyroll Games, the game was published and we got a global release. A lot of English fans are happy about it, and game's going strong so far with its release. We just had a recent event. It finished around a few days ago. I think it was a few days ago. Was it a week? I don't remember. We got events that happen regularly in this game. So I've heard from the Japanese audience. A lot of free stuff is given as well, so that you can pull for the gacha for your favorite characters. Looking forward to the next coming characters, because some of them are what I've been looking forward to, and just between you and me, the Princess Connect actually had a collab with Grand Blue Fantasy and Shadowverse. Probably one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this game up, aside from the anime. So yeah, that's Princess Connect. Really fun game. So that's it. That's basically it. That's 2 games. You can play them, like I mentioned, on the phone, your smartphone, or PC, and try giving them out if you like these kind of anime style games, whether it be a card game or something that involves role playing. That's basically it. So, so much for watching. Like the video. What did I say again? Like the video if you liked it. Don't if you didn't. Don't share this, please, because this is just my fire requirement. I'll be sharing this in my wall on Facebook so that you can see it. This is Matt Hawkson, and I guess I'm signing out.